Hi everybody, welcome back to the Retro Ghetto, and today we're going to be doing my final pickups video of 2020.
Well, you know about Retro Ghetto, collecting and playing retro. Street Fighter on the Nintendo. I'm a veteran at this, not a pro. Lock into the Retro Ghetto. Come and have a look around in the ghetto. We got Sonic and Staples Settle. Lock into the Retro Ghetto.
Okay, so yet again, I've got an enormous pile of stuff here. About time I did this video. It's been a little bit overdue what we're doing, different hunts and stuff. So yeah, I need to get this stuff filmed so I can start putting it away. My pile's getting out of control. I've got all sorts here. I've got some great toys, figures, accessories, books, games, retro games, console, everything. So without further ado, let's just crack on. Let's get into it. As always start with the peripherals, the toys, the bits and the bobs before we get into the games. So yeah, I'll start with these little, I've said a few times now how I collect the Kid Robot figures, and I've showed them. I've got quite a decent collection now, so it's becoming harder to find ones that I don't currently have. But I managed to pick this guy up. This is E-Honda. I had the blue variant, but I didn't have the red variant. And then, happy to add this one to the collection. This is one bit of a grail in terms of the Kid Robot Street Fighter figures. This was, I think, an NYCC, so New York Comic Con exclusive. And that is the Gold Ryu. Very difficult to get. It was never available in the UK. Got this from America on eBay. Finally found one at half decent price. I mean, the postage was more than the figure itself. But yeah, finally found one at a price I was happy to pay. So really happy to have this one added to the collection. I say that's probably the jewel in the collection, really. So yeah, another two ticked off. Okay, there's quite a lot of Street Fighter bits, which is not too unusual. So Sagat Ahmed, hope you're watching, brother. Yeah, let's crack on with some SOTA stuff. So this is a figure that I've never seen come available for sale on eBay before. And this is the 10-inch SOTA line. They didn't make many figures in this line. They made a Ryu and a Sagat. The Ryu wasn't great, in my opinion. I don't like the gi on him, you know, when they use actual materials. But what I did mostly pick up was the Player One version of Sagat. I love Sagat. I love the artwork. It's one of my favourite characters in the Street Fighter series. He's very toyetic as well, isn't he? You know, he's a great figure to make. And he's got a lot of unique points about him. And yeah, it's just a great figure. I already had the Player 2 version. I've had this for about a year or two now. So yeah, it's just nice to have them both. If anybody wants to see a more in-depth look at my Street Fighter figure collection, or my Street Fighter figure collection in general, let me know in the comments. I've got a huge collection now, so I'd be more than happy to do a video should anybody want to watch it. Okay, and I've got one more Street Fighter SOTA figure. He's not put together, so let me just stick a head on it. It's the basic Ryu from the SOTA line. His head will go on. That'll do for now. I don't want to fiddle around with it too much. Basically, I've shown you this before in one of my pickups videos, but I got a new one because this one came with all the accessories. The one I had previously didn't, and it was really cheap. And I wanted him with the bag. This is from the Street Fighter Alpha games. So yeah, it comes with all the different heads and different hands, etc. It was just too cheap to pass up. It was like £14 posted, which I think is less than I paid for my incomplete one that I've currently got. So to be honest, I'll probably sell the incomplete one that I've already got for more than what I bought this one for. So it was a no-brainer at the price it was listed at. Okay, so right, that's nearly all the Street Fighter figures. I'm really happy about this one, guys. So there's a company called Big Boys Toys. They're based in Hong Kong. They make really good Street Fighter figures, toys, statues, I guess you'd call them. I've got my Ryu bulkies, they're called, over there. I'll put a picture up here for you so you can see it. Now, they're just a very expensive company to buy from. Based in Hong Kong, shipping is ridiculous. I don't think there's any UK stockists. And what they do, they have these figures called, I think they're called TNC, the new challengers. I've already got a Ryu and a Ken, and I've been fortunate enough to finally find an affordable Guile. Now I absolutely love these things, and you press the button I mean, I know I'm a big kid, but I absolutely love these. And they all come with an accessory, whatever you can sort of break on their level. And they all sort of stand next to each other, they intertwine. I'd love to have every one of these, and eventually I'll keep adding to the set, but they're very expensive. If you can find one of these for 50, 60 quid, you're doing well. To get these from Hong Kong, by the time you've got shipping and import fees, you're looking at probably more towards £200. So as much as I like them, they're very overpriced due to import shipping as much as anything else. But yeah, I'll probably put up a little video footage here now of all three of them. And yeah, yeah, it's just one of them things. I think I probably like it more than I should, but they're just great additions to the room, I think. As I struggle to put it down somewhere. Pop it over here. Sip of Yorkshire. Right, okay, what we got now? I think that's about it for the peripherals. I've got this down here. This wasn't even here to show you actually, but it's here anyway. I'll show you this. This was given to me on a Secret Santa. Shout out to Gemma. She did well. We had a £2 budget, and obviously knows me well. It's just a Super Mario pen. I think these are in your local B&M, so if you're interested in like knickknacks or you want last minute stocking fillers, nip yourselves down to B&M, and they've got a few things like this. So yeah, nice one, Gemma. Pop that down there. Okay, before we get into the games, show you this. So obviously, I say every video what a big fan of God of War I am. If you haven't seen my Greek mythology video, by the way, make sure you check that out. I had a lot of fun putting that together, various different games which are based in the Greek mythology universe. But yeah, one of my favourites in the God of War series is God of War 3. And I was able to get the guide. They don't really make guides so much these days. So games like this, some of my favourite games of all time, I do like to have the guide. I will play through this in 2021 because I played through 1 and 2 this year, which you'll have seen on my games completed in 2020 list. So yeah, next time I play through it, I'll be looking to platinum it. I'll be looking to you know, get all the collectibles, etc. So this will help, and some great artwork in here as well. And I think I've got this for about £6 posted on eBay, so couldn't pass that up. Okay, and one more toy. Now, listen, I know everybody hates on Funko Pops and pop vinyls. I get it, okay? I don't collect pop vinyls myself. Many moons ago I did. I rode the wave really well. Me and a friend of mine, Josh, we got into it early. We bought all the ones that ended up being heavy hitters, the biggies, the Pulp Fictions, the early Game of Thrones characters, etc., etc. And we sold them and made a good profit on it. So it was a profitable collection for me. But I've recently just been pulled back in.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. Huh?
Just slightly. Just this one figure, I could not pass this up. I don't regret it. And that's the notorious B.I.G. Now, you guys know that I'm a big hip-hop fan. I've made my hip-hop and video games video. I love early hip-hop, 90s hip-hop. And I also collect vinyl records, which I don't show as much on this channel. But yeah, this is the Notorious B.I.G. Ready to Die album. And it's just got the little Biggie there from the cover. Biggie is a baby. Baby Biggie. It's a bit of an oxymoron. Yeah, I absolutely love this. I just think it'd make a nice display, either with my vinyl records or with my Biggie figures over there from the Mezco line. So yeah, I'm not going to start collecting pops again, but couldn't turn this down. It was £15 in Forbidden Planet, and I thought it was very reasonably priced for saying it comes in a nice hard protector as well. Okay, let's get into the games, shall we? I'll start with the newer games. Now, you guys will have seen that I recently picked up an Xbox One X. So, went to my local CEX recently. Shout out to Manesh, the manager at this CEX. And I just wanted to pick up a few Xbox One X games, see what's available. When you get a new system, it's always nice to go in CEX and see what's cheap. Mostly I'm just going to buy exclusives for the console because I'm primarily a PlayStation man. So most games that are on both I'll buy for PlayStation. But picked up Sunset Overdrive, which I believe is an exclusive. Never played this, but for £3, thought I'd give it a shot. Let me know in the comments if that's worth playing. Rise, Son of Rome. I think this was a launch title. Now, by all accounts, it was shit. I don't remember hearing much good about it, but it really does look like my cup of tea.
Ambush! Clear the bridge!
The Emperor and Commodus have made enemies. So many enemies. Everyone who opposes Rome has allied with them. Whilst a massive barbarian army has swarmed across the Empire, wreaking havoc. And their army has grown tenfold.
I swear to you, Centurion, Rome will not fall. Not today.
We must keep their army out at all costs!
Today, we fight.
Once her fate was in my hands.
Surrender! Enough!
Now, she spearheaded the army of 1,000 tribes.
Defend your Emperor!
Their giant beasts of war bore down our gates.
You have to go! You must live!
But if Rome falls, then our world will descend into darkness. I will never let that happen.
I'll give this one a shot. I'm not expecting much, but I'll definitely put this in the system and see how we get on with it. And then the last one I bought for the Xbox One isn't an exclusive to Xbox, but that's Monster Hunter. Now, the reason I picked this up, it was like £4 or £5 cheaper on the Xbox One than it is on the PlayStation. And yeah, I just thought, you know, give my new system a bit of a play. So figured I'd pick it up on that. And with it being slightly better graphically, I thought it was a good shout. So yeah, so that's the Xbox things I picked up. And then I've got a couple of new Switch games here to show you. First one, Immortals Phoenix Rising. You've seen this on my Greek mythology video if you watch that. I'm absolutely loving this game. I've currently got about 35 hours or so into this. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. If you haven't, or if you're on the fence about it, pick this up. Like most Ubisoft games, I think it's already been reduced. But it's basically like Breath of the Wild, but with a few new mechanics to make it a bit fresh. But yeah, definitely recommend that. I'll be playing through that. That'll be on my games completed list next time I make a video for that. And the next one I won a raffle on a Facebook group.
Perfect!
Shout out to George, if you're watching, mate, nice one. And this is Duck Game, it's called, still sealed. This is a limited run game. It's not one I'll be playing, to be honest. Look, I've watched some gameplay and things like that on YouTube. It's not for me, but you know, brilliant to win a game for what was essentially 80p. And with all limited run games, it comes with like its own little card. To be honest, I'll probably sit on this for a little bit, wait till the time's right, and I'll probably sell this because it's just not something that I need in my collection. But yeah, for 80p, it's always nice to win something, right? So yeah, that's Duck Game. Okay, so now we can move on to a few retro pickups that I got, and this was all on Facebook Marketplace. Basically, there was a woman on there, and she was selling games for her son or something, and she wanted £10 a game. They've been on there over a week, so you know it's overpriced if retro video games are on Facebook Marketplace for over a week, because usually if I message 12 minutes after they've been listed, they've gone, or someone's offered 3 times what they've asked for or whatever. So basically, they wanted £10 each, but after much negotiation, going backwards and forwards, I was able to get 3 games for 20 quid. And the first one I picked up, and the reason really that I decided to drive 15 minutes away to pick these up, was Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition. Don't need to tell you guys how much of a big Street Fighter fan I am. So I needed this really. It was a bit of a glaring omission from my Mega Drive collection. I love the artwork on the front of this. I mean, this game alone probably sells for what? 15, 16, 17 pounds. So yeah, most of the value is right there. A bit of a strange game to play on the Mega Drive if you've got the standard controller. You have to press the select button to switch between kick and punch. Yeah, not advisable. But yeah, that was the main reason why I picked this lot up. And then the other two games that I bought was James Pond 3. I played this the other day, didn't enjoy it. Probably won't be putting it back in. It plays a little bit like Sonic, like it's very fast, but yeah, there was nothing about it that would make me want to play it again, to be honest. So that'll be one for the shelf. And this one, which I was quite surprised how much I enjoyed, and I will be playing it again. I've often seen this game cheap, never thought much of it, didn't think it'd be for me, but Sonic Spinball. Actually really enjoyed my brief time playing this, and I'll definitely go back to this and have a proper sit down on it at some point. Yeah, Sonic Spinball. Yeah, so I think to get all three of these games for 30 quid, I mean for 20 quid, sorry, I think that was decent. You know, you don't get much on Facebook Marketplace these days in terms of retro, so yeah. Happy to boost my Mega Drive collection by 3 more. Okay, what to show you next? I think we'll go with... Yeah, we'll go with this. No, we'll go with this. Okay, so if you watched my wish list, my Christmas 2020 wish list, when I spoke about things that I want to add to my collection one day and things I want to add next year, I alluded to the fact that I'd pick this up. Basically, I used to have pretty much every single Super Nintendo console boxed variant. I sold them probably a year or so ago. I just didn't have room in the retro ghetto for it, and I'd somewhat lost the love for them. I was concentrating more on games. But in recent times, I've started to regret selling the Street Fighter variants. Obviously, I've got a lot of Street Fighter stuff, and I just don't make sense, being a Super Nintendo and a Street Fighter guy, to have those two variants. Well, as I started thinking that, one popped up on eBay ridiculously cheap. I happened to be out late one night, and it was probably about 11:30, and I was going through my safe searches driving home. Not driving, passenger seat on the way home. And I saw it and I clicked on it, and they wanted like £15 plus, I think it was £5 postage. I thought it was cheap, but it was best offer. Now this would have gone straight away, but I think because it was quite late at night, so I made an offer of £10 and they accepted it. So I had this delivered for £15, and that is the Street Fighter 2 Super Nintendo console box. Now it's empty box. I'm more sad about the fact it hasn't got the polystyrene than it hasn't got the system, because I can pick up a Super Nintendo anywhere. But it's not in bad shape. It's not great. It's got the odd dint on it, don't get me wrong. But guys, a £15 posted, what was essentially £10, I'll take this all day. I'll try and get a hold of a polystyrene insert at some point. I've got a couple of SNESs knocking about anyway, so I can soon whack one of them in here. But yeah, I just think for that price, that really is the bargain of the week. And yes, I'm just on the hunt for the Street Fighter Turbo edition now. Also, hit me up if you know a good place where to get the protective covers. Now, I know there's certain people on Facebook that do like the quite thick acrylic ones. I don't want anything that high end. I mean, it's a bit of a beat-up old box. I'm not too bothered. But you know, like these sort of cheap, thin ones. Because when I had the whole collection before, I got them from a company in, I think it was Belgium. It's either Belgium or the Netherlands. And they were charging like £9, £10 plus postage, and that was about what I needed. That was the level of quality that I wanted for something like that. So yeah, if you guys know of any, hit me up, let me know in the comments, and I'll be purchasing a couple of them. Okay, final item then. Really happy to have this. It seems like not a video goes by where I don't speak about my recently developed love for Thunder Force and the Thunder Force series on the Mega Drive. Now, I've been eyeing up a lot of these for a long time. Now, these are made by a company called, I think it's Data Discs. It's definitely Data. And this is the Thunder Force 4 soundtrack on vinyl. Now, I'm going to go out here on a limb. I'm probably going to get, persecuted for this. But I think Thunder Force 4 is the greatest 16-bit soundtrack. If you've not played the game or you haven't heard it, go on YouTube, type in Thunder Force 4 soundtrack. It's absolutely phenomenal. And when I get the Man Cave 2.0, which hopefully we'll be making as a mini-series soon, we'll be getting a record player as soon as that's up and running, because I want to pump this out. So yeah, nice artwork on the front. And then you can see on the back all the different selection of songs and sounds that are on there. I really like these Data discs. They do a lot of sort of 16-bit and other retro video game franchises. I'll probably be getting the Streets of Rage 2 one at some point, because that's another personal favourite of mine in terms of soundtracks. So yeah, nice start to the collection, that one, and can't wait to get that playing. I just think it's nice, you know, when you come in, you want to play your arcades or your kiosks, and you've got a nice background noise. Just adds to the atmosphere of the room. So yeah, really happy to have picked that up. And that's it, guys. I think that's pretty much everything that was swimming in. I really wanted to get this filmed so I could tidy up before Christmas, get some of this stuff put away. And yeah. And then the next video that I've got for you guys is going to be a brand new video game store hunt. I've just done the video, the toy hunt that was my last video that I put out on Sunday as a bonus video. I think you guys really enjoy watching the actual hunts, and I enjoy filming them, and I love getting out there and buying new stuff myself in person. It's always better to buy things in person. I've got a couple of lovely retro games over there, a SNES and a Mega Drive game sitting right over there. I really want to show them to you, but I'll save them for my video, the pickups from that hunt. So
open it.
Wait, what is it? What is it?
Is that what I think it is?
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
God damn it, what is it?
my next video is going to be a brand new video game store. That will probably be either Boxing Day or the day after. So hit the subscribe button, and yeah, make sure you don't miss that one. But guys, I just want to say thanks for everything this year. Have a great Christmas. Enjoy the time with your families. Play as many games as you can. And I'll see you on the next one. Keep it retro. Take care. Bye.
Retro Ghetto.